The Vanishing Twin, we're back again. I remember the first webinar I did on the Vanishing Twin, I thought, okay, that's it. And then each day as I'm giving sessions and been working over the years, it keeps coming back, but it's not a burden. It gives more keys, more gifts, and more realizations of why we certain behavior patterns or why things don't specifically flow in life or why we're having problems with grounding. So recently, over the last, 6 months or more keys came in, and they're really crucial keys, and I want to share with them in this specific webinar. So the keys that came in were, first of all, about relationships. And so what type of relationships we're having or where the trauma is connected to the relationship. For example, when you're in the womb and there's another egg, there's a twin, that is the deepest relationship you can have. So it's the deepest core wound you can have. So a lot of people I've been working with are not having fulfilled relationships or deep relationships because they're still in a twin relationship or fearing that experience again. So there's vulnerability and there's a lot of control and protection not to have a deep, intimate relationship. And actually, when you open the system up, a lot of people never had a relationship in their lives. They were living twin relationships. And then when you come into that realization and transform it and step out of that behavior pattern and realize that the twin, your own physical, your own vanishing twin, which is actually on the left or the right side of you, is the one that you were afraid of having a deep relationship with. And your twin didn't die. Your twin is actually with you now, a spirit beside you. So you can open up a brand new relationship, which is you in your full sovereign being, and then attracting a partner or allowing your partner to be in the relationship seat as a sovereign being too. So in this webinar, I'll be working with relationships. Also, what came up very strong is the veil of being in the womb. So if you imagine you're in the womb with your twin, so it's your twin and you're separated from the world. So you may have a feeling in your life that you're not connecting with groups, not connecting in the world, or there's a separation or a divide from you and everybody else. And this comes in because the membrane of being in the womb with your twin is still in your system. It's like you're looking through this veil at life. So there's a separation between you and life, and there's a separation from life to you of total flow. So we work in this, releasing this veil, which brings you back into life, unity consciousness, and you as a creator. Also, what comes up a lot is that you'll have problems really manifesting your gifts, manifesting who you are, and grounding. So these topics will be worked with in this specific webinar. And also, yes, physical cells. What I realize more and more is that when you're in the womb, you naturally as a twin would have given the stem cells to mom, for example, if she was sick, but you also gave them to your twin when you noticed your twin was getting sick. So then you would have merged with the twin, but you merged with the physical cells too. And I've seen studies where the cells are actually merged together. So a lot of people I work with have got health conditions, for example, because they've merged with the physical cells. So I'm going to work in this specific webinar to really untangle and step out of the physical cells of your twin. So you can really step into full sovereignty of your own health and your own cells. Confusion with sexuality, that can come in as well. Once again, intimacy, and then also clearing who you are as a sovereign being, as male, female, or whatever it is in your system, in relationship to your parents and in relationship to a partner or life. So this is just a few keys I'll be sharing with you in this specific webinar. We'll be going deeper into the gifts which are in your own system in related to having a vanishing twin in your system, in your life. And it's going deeper. It's not a burden. A twin's not a burden in the system. It's giving you many, many gifts. And these are just more layers. So I invite you to be part of this webinar if it resonates with you, or if you've been part of the other twin webinars. I know, for example, a lot of people who would come for a session, they wouldn't book for a twin session, but in the end, it is a twin that's in the system. And there's usually a lot of resistance. So be aware when there's a vanishing twin in the system, it has the deepest resistance as well from going there, because you don't want to go into that field. As I say, it's the biggest, deepest wound you can have. Then also another key I'll be working with is working with the birth canal experience of leaving your twin. So that's the first decision into life in the birth canal. So in the birth canal, you may have this undecisiveness between life and death, or staying, or guilt about leaving. So that means that if you had a miscarriage or an abortion, or if you lost somebody in your life, it's going to open up that feeling of guilt, and there'll be unresolved guilt in your system, which actually belongs back in the womb. A lot of trauma, I realized, even sexual trauma, is related to the twin in the womb, and you confuse it with other experiences in your life. So you find that you're still working on a topic over and over and over again, and the root of that topic is actually in the womb with your twin. So we're addressing these specific topics and keys in this specific webinar, and it will be 2 webinars, and we'll go very deep to transform whatever's in the system, so you can really embody who you are, connecting your own health, connecting your own channel, connecting your own cells, your own immune system, and your own gifts. So maybe I see you at this webinar. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.